January 29th, I was in the emergency room, Bon Secours, and I had gone blind, basically. My blood pressure had spiked. My injection fraction in your heart had gotten so low that it was dangerous, and I would say deadly. And Dr. Pradhan came in. She was the ophthalmologist on call. It's the first time I met her. And she came in, she took a look at me, and she looked at my left eye, which I had retina damage in. And she told me right there that it was damaged and there wasn't much you could do with the retina damage. But she looked at my right eye and she saw my cornea had cone, which had damage too, not due to the problem I had there. And she looked at me and she said that she could fix that for me. And that night, when she said that, she gave me hope. I had hope because I couldn't see, I was blind, legally blind, my heart was bad, blood pressure had spiked, and she was kind of the ray of hope when she came in. And she told me when I got myself together, the rest of it, come see her, and she would fix my cornea for me. It was a cornea problem. And she did. She fixed it. She was very confident. I mean, she had a good bedside manner. She was very direct, you know, and honest with me. I felt the honesty, trust between us when she talked to me. And she was very reassuring that she could do what she said she could do. And then once she talked, and she came back several times. She left,
Yes, she did.
came back, and she would explain it, and then she would say, well, I know this is a lot, you know, that I told you to take in, and then, but she would come back and explain, and she would explain to my wife.
She came back the second time, because you know, when you have a life-altering experience like this, I was scared to death. I didn't know what I was supposed to do, and she could have told me that the moon was pink. I wouldn't have heard her, but she came back and she said, look, I'm going to tell you again what has happened, because it takes a little while to absorb this. And she just had the patience. It was outstanding. I can't say anything more greater than she was just outstanding.
Well, she was a very sincere.
She took her time with us too, and I really felt like she cared, and I felt like she was going to make a difference in his life and in my life as well.
Like I said, she was very sincere. I got that from the conversation. And because see, you know, I thought my life was pretty much done as far as being a productive person and active. And I mean, I couldn't even see the food on my plate. I would see a blur, and I couldn't drive. I couldn't do anything as far as taking care of myself. I could stay in the house, you know, I could, you know, cook a little bit and do that, but I couldn't even see a TV screen from 6 feet away. All I could see was a blur. And, you know, after she talked to me and said that she could do this for me, I mean, like I said, I always say she's my guardian angel. I mean, you know, I kid her every time I see her. And I can't,
She is.
And I can't thank her enough. I really can't. I mean, because she was really, she said what she could do, and I remember just before the surgery, which was on June 6th, 20, was it 13?
13.
Yeah. And we're going to do the surgery, and I asked her, I says, I trust you, and I believe in you. I says, but what can you reassure me that you're going to do this, you know, surgery right? And just the way she said it, she says, I'm a perfectionist. She says, I do it right. And she convinced me right there, and I said, let's go do it. And we did it. And it was a blessing for me, because I'm very blessed. Because if it wasn't for her, I couldn't be able to drive anywhere or do anything or function like a normal person. So
She gave us our lives.
yeah, oh yeah, we're happy.
We are.
We're happy. The other night we were at a function, and I knew a guy who's having problems with his
I don't know what
something was on his eye, and he said he wanted to see a good doctor or maybe a surgeon. And I says, we got just a person for you.
And it just so happened I had her business card in my telephone, and I said, well, let me just email her business card. I have Facebook people on my, the networking, and people have come back, and I said, this is where you need to go. I can't tell you, but this is where you need to go if you need help. She's going to be able to help you, or she'll get you to where you need to be.
If she doesn't know how to do it, she knows the right person, and she can recommend the right person to do it for you. And that's what's good about it. But just if you want to wrap it up for me, I was probably the low of the low, being in the hospital. Like you said, you're scared to death. You don't know what's going to happen, and you're looking at being blind, and your heart is not pumping right. And then she comes in and she gives you a ray of hope. And by her telling me what she could have done for me, I mean, it was a blessing. It really was. And like I said,
and I will say she was so amazing because, she's telling me about his other eye, which we knew that he pretty much lost. But she says, I just know this really good doctor that I want you to go see.
Yeah, that's right.
And she goes and she makes an appointment. She calls me. She says, it's all set up. She said, you just need to be there. And what doctors go that step beyond?
She took the extra step to help
like
us.
That.
She did. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.